Mga anak, mga kuya, welcome back to Kuya Puto's channel. Tandaan niyo yung sinasabi ng mga matatanda. You never forget about your first. I never forgot about my first. So, yun ang kukwento ko sa inyo ngayon. I never forgot about my first credit card. So, as we all know, Canada is a credit-based economy. It's always been like that, you know? Nung dumating po kami dito sa Canada, yes, uso na rin po ang credit card but not as popular as it is right now. Malaking problema po. Walang nagtuturo kung paano gamitin. Lalong-lalo na back then. Dati po, nung nagka-credit card ako for the very first time, 18 years old ako. Kukwento ko sa inyo yung storya. And hopefully, yung mga kabataan dito, the young generation, even yung matatanda na, I hope you can learn something from this because this is how I learned. So dati po, nung 18 years old ako, I went to college, right? Sa college, pagpasok nyo, ang dami pong mga bangko. They have representatives. Meron sila mga booth, right? They offer you credit cards. Kahit wala kayong trabaho. Okay? I remember there was TD, there was Royal Bank, there was Bank of Montreal. Meron silang mga kiosk. And, they're giving out applications to students for a credit card, right? So, naisip ko, hey, why not? Bongga, di ba? Credit card. So, lumapit ako sa TD representative. And, I filled up an application. And, one thing led to another. And I think it's about a month later, I got something in the mail. It was my very first TD MasterCard. And limit po na binigay sa akin was $5,000. Hindi ko alam kung paano akong na-approve. But they gave it to me anyways. 18 years old with a credit card. Tuwan-tuwa po ako nun dahil yung credit card dati, nakikita ko lang yung sa TV, nakikita ko lang yung sa dad ko eh. And all of a sudden, hey, you know what? Pareho na ako nung dad ko, may credit card na ako. So yes, ang galing. Problema nun, wala pong nagtuturo kung paano gamitin ng tama ang credit card. Bigyan niyo po ng credit card ng 18 years old na walang education when it comes to finances. Sa tingin niyo, ano gagawin? That's exactly what I did. Okay? Akala ko po, free money. Dahil isipin niyo, pupunta ako kahit na anong store, mabibili ko anything as long as it's under $5,000. All I have to do is swipe. Actually, dati guys, since wala pang internet nun, if you use a credit card, meron silang machine, nilalagay mo yung credit card sa machine and go, and then you have to sign it. They give you a piece of paper, resibo, di ba? Hindi katulad ngayon, walang tap dati, walang internet dati, okay? Or, lalagay nyo sa phone nyo yung information ng credit card nyo, tapos yung phone, ganun nyo sa scanner, tapos mababayaran na. Walang ganun, guys. Long story short po, wala po nagturo sa akin. Mind you po, nung dumating yung sulat from TD Canada, merong, ganito kakapal yun eh, dahil merong instructions. But then, nobody really reads the instructions, right? You're just so happy na meron kayong nakuhang credit card sa mail. So, ganito po nangyari. Tinawagan ko yung girlfriend ko. Tsaka binuntis ko yung credit card. Not my girlfriend at that time. Binuntis ko or binuntis namin yung credit card. So, 5,000 po yung limit ko, di ba? So, nag-good time kami. We went here, we went there, we bought this, we bought that. I bought a whole bunch of things for my car. Ano pa ba? I think I even went on a couple of vacations with it. So, all of the irresponsible things that a young 18-year-old Kuya Puto can do, I did with a credit card. Dito po nag-umpisa ang journey of learning when it comes to finances. So, alam ko lang po talaga, sabi po nung dad ko dati, kailangan bayaran mo on a monthly basis. So, ganun po ginagawa ko. Hinihintay ko yung statement na dumating sa mail, tapos meron pong numero doon nakalagay minimum payment. So, yung pong makitid na utak ni Kuya Puto at that time, naisip ko, you know what, kahit yung balanse ko $4,000 or $4,500 or even $4,900, basta bayaran ko tong tong minimum payment na to, ayos lang. You know, my relationship with MasterCard is good, right? I always made sure I left $100, you know, buffer. So kung yung balance ko, di ba sabi ko 5,000, I never exceeded 4,900. Yung purason ko, because wala po nagtuturo sa akin, right? So akala ko basta I make the minimum payments and I stay $100 below the maximum limit that I have, ayos ang relationship namin. So to all of those people now that are familiar on how credit cards work, as you can tell, talagang napaka-inutil po ni Kuya Puto dati. As in, walang alam when it comes to credit cards and finances. So, nagdusa po ako. Okay? So, ilang taong kong hawak-hawak yung balanse na 4,900. Minsan po nga, it exceeds the limit dahil yung interest, di ba? So, yung pong balancing yun, I carried with me for 2 years. You know, to the point where, you know, naisip ko po, napaka-imposible nito. Paano kong gagawin to? Paano kong mababayaran to? Dahil, number one, yung pong trabaho ko dati, dahil bata pa ako, hindi naman po ganun ka-regular, right? This was before my casino days. No, this was way before, you know, my casino career started. So really, you know, part-time job here, part-time job there, you know, really nothing stable as far as income is concerned, right? Pero I was spending like I had a full-time job, yun ang problema. So, one day, yung pong mom ko, mahilig po siyang magbukas ng sulat. So, nung dumating yung mail sa bahay, binuksan po niya yung statement ng MasterCard ko from TD. And nagulat po siya. So, she sat me down and nag-usap po kami ng masinsinan. Sabi po nung nanay ko, anong ginawa mo? Bakit ganyan? Hindi naman po ako pwedeng magalit dahil, you know, nakatira ako sa bahay ng parents ko. Tapos yung nanay ko, you know, she's trying to lecture me on a subject that I really had no knowledge about. And I know even though sinesermon na niya ako at that time, para sa akin po talaga yun. So, yung nanay ko po, you know, her knowledge about credit cards is not that deep. But it's way more than what I knew at that time. So sabi niya po sa akin, hindi mo mababayaran to. Hindi mo matutustusan to with how you're tackling the problem by paying the minimum. Hindi mauubos to. Instead, lalaki pa ng lalaki to. So, my mom offered to pay the whole balance, provided that I start fresh and I learned the proper way to handle my finances. So, pumayag po ako. The same day, actually the same hour after that conversation, dinala po ako ng nanay ko sa branch ng TD Canada Trust. And binayaran po namin, or binayaran ng mom ko, the whole entire balance of, I think it was $4,900. Basta promise ko po sa kanya, I start fresh and I do it the proper way. So, pinakamalaking problema ko po, I was using the credit card like I had a full-time job to pay the bills that I charged. Wala pa akong trabaho. No? Wala po akong kakayahan na gumamit ng credit card, let alone put a balance on it that I am not capable of paying. And hindi ko po alam yun. And number two, hinihintay ko po yung credit card statement every month, dumating sa mail before I make payments. Tandaan nyo dati guys, walang internet nun. You know, I can't just simply hop on my laptop or on my phone and check the actual balance and make payments towards it. Okay, wala po nagsabi sa akin that I can go to the bank at any given time and make a payment. Hindi na kailangan hintayin yung credit card statement na yun. Dahil, pag dumating yung statement na yun, whatever number is on that statement, as far as yung balance, that's not the true balance. Because that would have been the balance when they sent the letter out. Pero ginagamit nyo po yung credit card, or at least in my case, I was using it on a daily basis. So hindi po yung true balance, right? Tandaan nyo, walang internet nun, di ba? So that's the number 2 reason. And the number 3 reason is ginagawa ko po, binabayaran ko na yung minimum payment. Yung credit card ko na MasterCard dati, yung pinakauna, my TD MasterCard, I believe it was 22% interest, right? So really, yung binabayad ko na minimum payment, kapos. Hindi gumagalaw yung balanse ko. Instead, taas ng taas yung balanse ko. Okay? So, kung minimum payment lang ginagawa ko, there's no possible way na bababa yung utang ko. Instead, tataas pa yun dahil yung interest rate ko, 22%. Di ko po naiintindihan dati yun because nobody taught me. You know, this is why I truly believe, you know, financial literacy should be taught in school. Para yung katulad nung na-experience ko, hindi mangyari. Dahil sa eskwelahan, okay, they'll make you take chemistry, they'll make you take algebra, they'll make you take calculus. Why could they not make you take financial literacy? Because this is what really applies in the real world, di ba? So ngayon po, yung mga kids namin, tinuturuan na namin. We teach them what the school don't teach them when it comes to financial literacy para hindi mangyari sa kanila yun ang nangyayari sa akin dati. Okay? And this is why I'm making this video also dahil I want our future next generation of kabayans, or even the kabayans right now that don't fully understand how credit cards work, you know, at least they get a little bit of knowledge. That way, hindi sila maging katulad ni Kuya Puto ng bata. So guys, yung credit card, if utilized properly, it can be your best friend because it'll build your credit score. It'll build your credit standing to lenders out there, which eventually kakailanganin nyo if you want to level up in life. You know, it's proving to them your ability to pay your bills. So, kailangan po alagaan natin yan and gamitin sa tamang paraan. Napakaswerte ko po dahil, you know, my mom was there to save me. You know, karamihan po ng tao dyan, they may not have that luxury. Sinuwerte po talaga ako. Because that $4,900 balance that I accumulated in sa MasterCard ko, I never would have been able to pay that ever if my mom never opened that letter, even though she wasn't supposed to, and confronted me and showed me and shared with me what little knowledge she had about credit cards, which is at that time way more knowledge than what I had utilizing a credit card. So doon po nag-umpisa ang journey ni Kuya Puto. Payo ko lang po sa mga kabataan dito sa Canada or anywhere in the world that's watching this video. Okay? Make sure you have a full-time job if you're gonna, you know, carry a balance that requires full-time pay. Okay? Huwag niyong gawin yung ginawa ko, you know, part-time, pero kung gumamit ng credit card, parang may full-time job. Number 2, disiplina. Just because pwede kayo mag-swipe, doesn't mean you have to. Okay? Ngayon, mga kabataan, ngayon, DoorDash, Uber Eats, you know, all of these food delivery services, all of these, yung mag-Uber ka from here to there, you know, transportation-wise. You know, you want all the nice new shiny clothes, the nice new shiny jewelry. All of that comes with a price. Tandaan niyo po yun. If you cannot pay for it in cash, don't charge it on your credit card. Ngayon po, na medyo matalino na si Kuya Puto, you know, if I want to buy something, I charge it on my credit card. But as soon as I get home, I transfer the money over and pay the full balance. Ganun po ang practice ko. And that's been my practice for the last over 2 decades. And not only did that allow me to build our credit score or my credit score, you know, that allowed me to build and establish a very good financial behavior that I can apply to every aspect of my life.